Welcome back to the channel. Last night's Raw at Madison Square Garden was stacked, and we have backstage scoop on one surprise. Former WWE executive Shane McMahon was present but not acknowledged. Next, a massive update on injured star Chad Gable. We then look at the incredible internal hype surrounding NXT star Javon Evans and others. If you're into wrestling updates, do subscribe to Anakira Wrestling and let's get right into it. Shane McMahon returns to MSG audience for John Cena's final Raw appearance. Last night's Monday Night Raw at Madison Square Garden featured several huge stars, but one surprising face was spotted in the audience. Though not shown on television, Shane McMahon, the former WWE executive, posted on social media that he was in attendance with his son Rogan to celebrate a true legend in the business, John Cena, who competed in his final Raw match. McMahon, who was sitting near his sister Stephanie McMahon, was not involved in the show in any official capacity. Shane's last WWE appearance was in 2023 when he suffered a severe quad injury. This quiet appearance is a notable contrast to his past involvement, especially after he previously sparked speculation by meeting with President Tony Khan following his quad tear. Well, at the moment, I think Shane McMahon still needs to quiet down, especially the last return that he had did not actually receive well by the fans. Quieting down and staying humble is actually a good tactic. We need a little bit time away from Shane O'Mac, at least for now. Injured Chad Gable expected at WWE Performance Center as in-ring return nears. WWE superstar Chad Gable appears to be closing in on his return to action. Gable has been sidelined since before the summer after suffering a shoulder injury that required surgery, putting a halt to his momentum, which included his comedic run as El Grande Americano. Good news arrived today via PWInsider.com, which reported that Gable is expected to be at the WWE Performance Center this week to continue his rehabilitation and work towards his eventual in-ring return. With Ludwig Kaiser successfully continuing the El Grande Americano character in Gable's absence, it remains an open question whether Gable will reclaim the mask gimmick or pivot to a new role upon his return. Now, for those of you guys who are new to this channel, Chad Gable is my currently favorite superstar, and I was absolutely on board when he dons the El Grande Americano gimmick. Now, I'm also highly supportive of Ludwig Kaiser's performance. It's just a shame that was actually started by Chad Gable, and now he could potentially lose it. I'm sure with somebody like Chad Gable, who has many experiences, will be able to reinvent himself and find his spot once again. John Cena and WWE officials reportedly very high on NXT Breakout star Javon Evans. NXT star Javon Evans is quickly becoming one of the most talked about prospects within WWE, receiving high praise from both officials and main roster legends. On Wrestling Observer Radio, Brian Alvarez revealed that John Cena is very high on the young star, solidifying his opinion after spending time with Evans at the WWE Performance Center. Furthermore, BodySlam.net reports that multiple WWE executives feel the 21-year-old Evans is not only the future of WWE, but also the present. His recent high-profile appearances across Raw, SmackDown, NXT, TNA, and the upcoming AAA event are a direct reflection of the immense confidence the company has in him as a top babyface star. Now, I feel the same about Javon Evans, specifically his in-ring performance and as well as his can-do positive attitude. However, he has yet to prove himself on the mic on the global stage. And not only that, we'll probably need to see him being involved in the deep storyline to see his worth, which of course I'm positive that he'll be able to pull off being such a young and upcoming learning star. Dolph Ziggler's surprise return to Raw confirmed as non-contracted one-off appearance. Fans who were excited by Namath's surprise return as Dolph Ziggler on Raw to face Solo Sikoa should manage their expectations for a full-time run. According to Fightful Select, Namath's situation is similar to Matt Cardona's recent appearance. He is not currently signed to a WWE contract and remains a member of the TNA roster, where he prefers to work on short-term deals. Namath was brought in for a single night appearance in the Last Time Is Now tournament and is not planned for any immediate follow-up. Despite the loss, Namath himself was thrilled with the experience, telling Busted Open Radio that the atmosphere at MSG was insanely fun and awesome, and that he enjoyed getting to hide backstage before his surprise reveal. If you see the surprise entrance of Dolph Ziggler, you felt that that is not just a regular Raw, but a capacity like WrestleMania, and the atmosphere was intense, and seeing Dolph Ziggler sell like nobody in the show truly makes us miss him even more. John Cena expected to headline 2026 WWE Hall of Fame class alongside Stephanie McMahon. Following the announcement that Stephanie McMahon will be the first inductee into the 2026 WWE Hall of Fame class, speculation is mounting over who will take the headlining spot. On Wrestling Observer Radio, Brian Alvarez suggested that John Cena is widely expected to be the headliner for the class, and unsurprisingly, surprising discussion point given that the 17-time world champion is retiring after his final match on December 13. The induction ceremony is traditionally held during WrestleMania weekend, meaning Cena could be honored at WrestleMania 42 in Las Vegas, cementing his legacy at the earliest opportunity after his storied in-ring career concludes. I think that's a good timing for John Cena and as well as for fans. However, I do actually feel that Stephanie McMahon is a headliner herself. But then again, it's been quite some time since fans have last seen Stephanie McMahon being an active talent. So perhaps we do need John Cena as a main headliner. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And if you're into wrestling update news, subscribe to Anakira Wrestling and I'll see you in another video.